Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of podcast Out of Nowhere. I'm back with Saurabh, and today we are going to come to terms to our NXT prediction battle, the first ever NXT Takeover 2-day extravaganza. Saurabh, how was it overall, and how are you? First question.
Hi everyone, I'm totally fine. How can I not be fine after such an awesome pay-per-view? It was a treat to my eyes. This is one of the best pay-per-views in my memory. I'm not considering any old school pay-per-views or anything that I watched from my childhood. It was a very fresh pay-per-view, something which was good of a very different time. So I'm so excited to talk about it.
Awesome. I think जो लोग NXT को better मानते हैं than the main roster, they will completely agree to what Saurabh is talking about. We have seen great stuff in 2 days, and we'll talk about each and everything. Night 1 is the first charter for us. Night 1 में the first match. Well, we are following Vicky, and you see Saurabh's face pasted over here because he had beaten me to death on this. Kushida versus Pete Dunne. Now, I was of the opinion that Kushida इतना हार चुका है, उसको जीतने देंगे. एक बार तो बेचारे को जीतने दो. But there was no title on the line, but Saurabh got it right. Pete Dunne won this beautiful match. A lot of quick stuff. How did you feel about this match, Saurabh?
Let's leave the result. One thing we can agree that we predicted that this match is going to be very technical, and it was very
technical. It was very technical.
The way Pete Dunne plays with people's joints is out of this world. And the same thing Kushida does.
Yeah, with his arm bar thing.
Small joints, and Kushida targets big joints. And I think they made Pete Dunne win this because they wanted to solidify him as a more powerful heel.
Yeah.
So I think the match was very, very technical, very good. Awesome start. I haven't seen such a good start to a pay-per-view in my memory.
Yes. I think there was this moment when Kushida, he was trying his armbar thing, and then he had to switch the hand and then take the other hand in, and that was so cool, and it was near the ropes. So I think a lot of crazy stuff, and this is what you can expect from Pete Dunne and Kushida. But I am keeping track of results. So first match, you got it right because we had very less differences in the complete match card. We had very less, and I'll tell you why it is so important. Match number 2. So Leon Ruff versus Swerve, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and LA Knight. Now here we made a silly mistake. Not a silly mistake, but पता नहीं था कि होने क्या वाला है, because they did the 3-minute thing. We thought that a person is going to lose and then next person is going to come in. It's going to be a vintage,
it's going to be a gauntlet.
Full-on vintage gauntlet match, but that was not the case. It turned out to be a Royal Rumble kind of a thing. Extended Royal Rumble, exactly. But because I think then the rules were changed, then our prediction could have gone anywhere, because then you had anyone can eliminate anyone. You had that permutations change. So Bronson Reed won this thing. Both of us had eliminated Dexter Lumis. Great match. I was not that happy with Bronson Reed winning, to be honest, because
I nor did I want Bronson Reed to win this, and nor did I expect Bronson Reed is going to win this.
Yeah.
So it was a mixed feeling because we were discussing a lot of storyline with other wrestlers.
Yes, I think the top 3, LA Knight, Dexter Lumis, or Cameron Grimes, the last 3 people.
Right.
So
we were discussing how the storyline can unfold, heel versus heel or Dexter Lumis one, but we never expected Bronson Reed to win.
Yeah.
The match was good. Match was very good.
The match was very good. That the turnbuckle fall that Bronson Reed took from Swerve. Then Leon Rush was jumped again. Good stuff on that. Cameron Grimes did a fantastic whatever that move is on Bronson Reed. The running, flying, super something that is amazing to see. So again, you know what this played into? I was hoping that Gargano wins in the night 2 because I was not interested in Gargano giving it to Reed. His time will come, but this is still not, the time is there. There's some time for Bronson Reed to ripen up. I think Loomis or Knight, or again I think Knight and all are early, but Loomis could have been a good option, or Grimes. It would have been a very fresh match.
It's not time. It's not time for Bronson Reed to beat Johnny Gargano to have this title.
Yes, yes, exactly. Completely agree. Johnny Gargano, Triple Crown champion.
The first match was so good.
Yeah.
The first match was so good. This match was also good, but the energy that the first match took the whole show to like some other level, and this fell a little short. I'm not saying anything negative about the match. Just a little short from the first match.
Awesome. So both of us had predicted Dexter Loomis. So Saurabh was leading right now with 1-0 on my card. Then came a fantastic bout between Walter and Ciampa. Oh my God, this was so good.
Did not expect.
I was blown away. This was amazing. Walter can sell anyone. I had to discuss after this match. I wanted to talk to you a lot. I had made notes. You talk. I'll bring up my notes. I've made some notes regarding this match. How did you feel about this match,
We were
Saurabh?
talking that how Ciampa is gonna be beaten.
Yes.
He's gonna be thrashed. But the way Walter sold his moves,
Yes.
I was blown away. Like, I could not believe that this big guy is being tossed around in the ring. He's been taken from he's having a suplex from the top rope, and Ciampa made Walter suffer too.
Yes.
And this is not a one-dimensional thing.
Yeah.
Both have to equally work together to give such space to each other.
Exactly,
so that
exactly.
the match turns out this good.
I think this is what makes this performance, like this art, so beautiful, right? It's a performance where you need the second person to sell your moves.
Exactly.
I was so engrossed that I have seen Triple H and many wrestlers tell that no, we wanted to tell a story in that match, physically perform a story, and I think Walter and Ciampa did that. That chop on that not a turnbuckle, the announce table. The chop broke it was so smartly done, and then the whole angle that if I target his hands, like I was into the match and I was like, shit, why didn't I think of this? Like, why didn't we think of this, that Ciampa can do this? And then I don't remember the move name, but the nightmare driver, whatever that is, when he lifts in a pedigree mein utha ke and then you drop. He did everything. He did everything to get him done. Like those 16 clotheslines, that series of clotheslines. I know Ciampa is great, but I think huge credit goes to Walter, because the way Walter has sold it, the way Walter has made it believable. I think the big man, if a big man can sell like this, he can make any plot. Walter versus Rey Mysterio could be entertaining, and
this concept target the weak part of the big guy is very old.
Yeah.
But it depends on the big guy.
Yeah.
To carry the whole match.
So Braun Strowman का typically होता है कि वो जाके टर्न बगल में सर मार देगा और बाहर दौड़ते हुए कहीं बैरिकेड तोड़ के गिर जाएगा, and all that self destruction.
Somebody will gonna give assistance to.
Yeah. But Walter took it on himself. I'm going to get beaten down, I'm going to get tortured literally. And there was this beautiful thing. Definitely water match. I've written water match over here. Big man can sell. Big man can sell big time. The pin, it happened after a chop. There was no no finisher. There was nothing. It was a fully blown chop, and then it was a pin. 1, 2, 3, and Walter wins. And
he dragged him, he pushed him, and then he
and if you see the chest of Walter, it was completely red after the match, after what we went through. I think great showing by Ciampa as well. I think he lost it, but what a show! It I think it brings him to
It just shows how good a wrestler you are.
yes. I think
You have enough
elevating
experience in this.
it elevated both of them. Both of them can be like what we just did a great match, which is very difficult to do when the second person is so big and then you have to sell. And the history of Walter is not like that. And I was like no. So they made me fear that Ciampa is going to win because of some moments, because of the way it was going. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, at a certain time,
Oh, I know. Oh no. Maybe he's going to pin him.
Can win,
Yeah, maybe he can. Maybe he'll pin him somehow. Those close counters. We'll talk about matches where we thought that the pin is going to happen, because there are plenty matches coming up which have because I love those matches when I'm sitting and I'm watching and I go yeah, I so that when the kick out happens. So
you don't have time to breathe. Like you cannot skip a beat.
In these matches. And the problem was I was supporting Walter so hard on, and it was like we have put a full stock investment. Nahi, Walter to jeet raha hai and Walter is going to dominate. And now I'm seeing, and then I'm like coming short. Bhai pin kar. Somehow pin him. Somehow just hit him with something and pin him. And when Walter won, I was like, the title remains, and 700 days, the longest reigning champion in the modern era. Exceptional match. I think night one match of the night. That day I was so blown away. Then you had MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans and Legado del Fantasma. A very good match. A lot of cutters.
Decent match.
Very good match. I love, and I think
expect from this tag?
Yes. I think this match deserved a ladder in the mix. The way they were fighting, it would have been really good. It would have been really good to climb that ladder and take the championships off. Well, we predicted MSK will win, and MSK did win. Should have been a ladder match. Is that what I've written? Because a lot of cutters, a lot of high flying moves throughout the match. Very high pace. Love the point where you had this vintage war games feel when the two teams are up and the third team is out, and then you come in and you do mano man thing. And as predicted, MSK was on a hot run. This is the time for MSK to go and win, and MSK did go and win this match.
It was totally logical to handle
Yes. There was no irrational or stupid decisions taken to give it to Grizzled Young Veterans or Legado del Fantasma. Whereas you could think that what if we give it to Legado del Fantasma, and if Escobar wins, then everyone has.
They could be a stable.
Yeah.
Stable kind of.
Okay, and the main event, Io Shirai versus Goliath, versus Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah, metaphor.
Yes. So, I will just say about Shirai did a crossface on her. I was like, what?
Yeah. She went Shutterbanks on her.
Yes, I was like, is she going to tap out? And then that skull jump. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god. That was stupid. That was crazy. That was she does it.
But it's Io.
She can do it.
She can jump with a trash can on her head.
On her head, then she can do this. She can do this. It was great. I think you can hear the Raquel's back hit the steel ramp when she lands on her. Again, in this match, when the moonsault was hit, I was like, because I was like, Raquel is going to win. I was like, no, because it was 1-2, and then she kicks out. Okay, God. Again, I think as expected. I don't know what's next for Io, but again, good match, good end to night one, and I think
very good match.
Yeah, I think they wanted to end it on a high.
Match.
Apart from my prediction, I think they wanted to end it on a high, that new champion crowned. Many at times, right? I see the gear as well. So when Raquel was entering with that black shiny, gear, I was like, okay, she's going to win. She's going to win because they need that.
In that match, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Do you remember he came with that kilt and all?
Yeah.
He knew that.
Okay, he's going to win. So
that kind of feeling came with Raquel.
I was happy. I was like,
But
again, the fact is, Giant is so good. Dakota Kai is not having a match. Imagine that. She had to come with her, and then she had to be
exactly.
any heel match, any grudge match. Dakota could have been a great fit over there. Okay, or a special guest referee somewhere.
And I love the fact that they did not involve.
Yeah,
They did not involve Dakota Kai.
Yeah, she was removed early on, very early. She was removed.
Contradicted.
Yes, she was removed.
Contradicted with the gimmick.
Yeah, she was removed very early. You know that.
Very early.
So,
First night.
after night one, so the last one I won. I got that right. After night one, our scores were 3 out of 3. I was seeing. Sorry, we'll get to see this when you see the video. There was an Excel sheet, and there it was 3 out of 3. The next day, it was. This is a very interesting dynamic. Next day, we have all same answers except one match, and that was a tag team match. And I was like, okay, now that match is going to decide who's going to win this one. So I was pretty intrigued that okay, that is going to happen. Having said that, what my thing was for match for night 2 was, if you have 5 matches, so they did a pre-show also, did you know that, on night 1?
Night 1 they did Zoe versus Tony.
Yeah, and they made Zoe win. They made Zoe win on that night. Alright, now we're going to move on to night 2. Alright, and in night 2, again, I think very high expectations from night 2. A lot of great matches lined up, and the first match was Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin. First, your thoughts, because I have some critical commentary on what went wrong or how was it.
I have seen a lot of great ladder matches in this industry.
Yes.
It was a good match, but it falls short on a ladder match.
Exactly.
That is what I feel.
Exactly. Even I felt the same. We have seen great ladder matches, and I thought Escobar got very less offense. His skill, his moveset is very good for ladder matches also. You need those maneuvers to be pulled out from a ladder or some crash landings. So this took me back to John Cena versus Randy Orton, where Randy had pulled the rope, and then double title, and then Cena had crashed in. Something of that sort, but a different angle. I think a lot could have been done. It was 8, and we wanted 9 or 10 out of this match. Because
the problem with one-on-one ladder matches is that you don't have much space left.
Yes,
a one-on-one ladder match
exactly.
is very difficult to pull off.
You don't have much space left because it is just the two of. It is not the third person. Third person is climbing. I will, pull him down.
So if you make the other person fall off the ladder, it's pretty much done.
There's no room.
Difficult to pull off.
It's very difficult to pull off. Having said that, the match was good. Jordan got most of the offense, a lot of maneuvers. Then again, victory and defeat.
Slow in the start.
And then
it was a bit start slow.
They gave him that much izzat that Legado del Fantasma came in to do the crash thing, so that because he could have won, but because this thing. Then there is another angle that I want to talk about. When Escobar won, he went into the ramp and he had his 9-year-old son. उसको mask पहनाया और उसको एक title दे दिया. That was not needed. I felt, it just removes that heelish thing.
It's with his
heel thing, right?
It's a very Rey Mysterio thing.
Yes. It's not. He should have not done that.
Mysterio being a heel.
Yeah. Because again, later on he did cut a promo. Piche backstage, he did say that Lucha Libre, I'm the king of Lucha Libre and all of that. That is great, but that angle could have been stopped. But still, good match, and we both wanted Escobar to win, so tally remained same. The ladder match was good. Next, we had the tag. Now this was irony abounds. We had the tag team match, the men's title. For me, I had told it will be a filler match, but I was most interested in seeing who will win because of our predictions battle. I was just glued that okay, the title should not change hands. Should not change hands. A decent match, but again, you know what? It's because we have seen wrestling for so long. We can predict. Shotzi and Ember, they only had that a cool finishing to end the match. Yeah, the Eclipse and whatever combo that is, Senton and whatever combo that is. Lere and Indy Hartwell, they did not have anything. It was okay, a match is there. They did not have that finisher that okay, there's going to be a big ending to this thing. Much like what Ember Moon and Shotzi had. And then that decent match, good match. Did not remain a filler for me.
Much better than the tag team matches for women we see in the main roster. much better.
Much better in terms of not demeaning anyone. I feel there a lot of Shayna Baszler has been treated like someone who has not done nothing in her life. So
she has been pinned 10 times in the past 2 months by a roll-up.
By everyone. By everyone.
By Lana, by Naomi.
That was, you know what was the name? She used to give that elbow. Japan ki thi, the pirate.
Kairi Singh.
Yeah. Echo. Stop. You remember once in a match she had the Kirifuda clutch and then she did the roll up thing in 1, 2, 3 and roll up thing. So it was once. It was to be used once, not in every goddamn match.
Once.
and
it was used to elevate Shayna. That if you can pin Shayna,
that's the only way.
Like in a proper way, that's a very big achievement.
Also, if you remember last year, Shayna had dominated in the Elimination Chamber. That was 2020 only. It's just 1 year. Just 1 year has gone by.
Yeah, just 2-3 months.
Destroyed. So I got this right, and because I got this right, I got that one. Now I knew that okay, I'm winning this thing. There's no going back. Then we had the North American Championship. Although both of us had predicted that no, Gargano will lose. I was of the opinion that Gargano should win because he is too good to lose at such a stage. He is Mr. Takeover. He's like HBK of takeovers. He should not lose. He had
such fine wrestling in this match.
Yes.
Good moveset by Johnny.
I think that middle rope spear, like that was cool. That was very smart as well. You know, I think काफी साल हो गया है 15-16 साल they have been there. They know what to do, how to build it up, how to set it up. Tsunami was crashed, you know, he hits that Tsunami, Bronson Reed, and then one final beat DDT को 2 बार देना to make it more effective, you know, and he does it so well that I believe that 2 DDT में he'll be done. He cannot do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jumps, lot of crash landings happening in this match as well, and I think kudos to Bronson Reed also. He also had to sell his tummy or his ribs that that spear is actually effective. Again, Gargano, I don't know who will he drop the title to, but somehow if that is Austin Theory, it will be a great thing to see. It will be a spectacle to see. If my way.
But it's a thing of beauty to see Johnny Gargano wrestle.
Yes.
Anytime. He can throw in with anyone.
Anyone,
like
yes.
They say about Sasha Banks, right? She can make a pole look like a good wrestler. Same thing for Johnny Gargano.
He actually, I love a lot of stuff about him, like the pop culture references. This time he was War Machine probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Iron Man gear. He was War Machine.
Yeah.
And these guys have been there. These guys have played jobbers years ago in SmackDown. Ciampa and Gargano, they used to come in, and now they're proper wrestlers and they're doing so well. I mean, इसका जो bio था ना, you know, you have the introduction and then you have it was the first ever Triple Crown champion, NXT champion, and that speaks something. When you have Adam Cole, you have Finn Balor, you have Nakamura, you have
a stacked division,
and then you have this guy coming in and being a first ever Triple Crown champion, and then second is Adam Cole. Great match, good win for Johnny. And I'm very eager to see where he takes the title to, right? Next, okay, I have a lot of opinions for this one. Cross versus Prince.
Prince.
Okay, lot of things. First thing, I loved the fact that the unsanctioned match made the main event. I loved it.
We were telling now this is our main event.
Yeah,
and it turned out
to be main event. I was so happy that okay, I can aram se watch it without any delay.
40 minutes of pure.
Yes, brilliant. We'll talk about that. First, this match. What do you think about this match? I have few complaints after you.
First of all, I was not able to expect from the match. First of all,
okay.
I knew the outcome. We all knew the outcome.
We both of us knew.
We had no idea how is this
going to go down. Yes.
So one thing I loved that they showed Cross being a bit vulnerable, which I liked. But the whole match, the match as a whole, did not seem that good of a NXT championship match. Like it falls short on the stake.
On the stake, yes.
On the stake.
I think right. Okay. First you complete because मेरे पास काफी structured ये लिखा हुआ है. What I want to talk about. That is it, right? It did not live up to that. So when it started, Balor had an X, the X mark on his left portion of his chest, right? And I knew that instant that paint is going to rub on his face or Cross, when he's going to do that, that's going to look cool. So I was like, okay, good, smart move, keeping that intact, great. There's a chance in the audience, Cross is gonna kill you. When the match was going on. I think Balor made this match very much. I think Balor को ज़्यादा create जाता है because he made this match very believable.
Yeah.
He worked on anything and everything. He made it seem that, again, like Ciampa, I was like, Balor can win it. He might give 2 coup de grace, 1916, anything and everything, win it. I think Cross को जो monster push मिल रहा है, he should do some ring tactics as well. I mean, I think he needs a very good finisher. Firstly, see, submissions are great, but only if you're Chris Benoit or someone, or Daniel Bryan, or someone who's like last resort is I'll use my crossface. Last resort. Sato suplex बढ़िया है. But you need something bigger than that. You need like a spirit bomb. You need something that is going to devastate your opponent to a certain extent.
He is being projected as a monster here.
Yes. So he needs that monster.
And crossface does not go.
Yes. He needs that monster move.
Monster person.
Even a move like Black Mass, like you have that impact that it's going to hit you and you're going to blank out. There's no return from that. The move should take you to that point of no return. Cross needs to develop that, because those fists to your neck not looking cool. I was not looking cool. No. The exploder super, because Balor, you can see the camera, because we observe a lot of things. I can see Balor waiting for it, that he's going to give me that exploder, or that's going to happen. That's the next step to this thing. So Cross needs to develop, because now he's a champion, great. And again, I'm scared that he hasn't par cut, no problem. I'm scared that he hasn't done something to his arm or shoulder, because we have no reports till now, so I think everything is safe. Because Balor, the way he was targeting, I was like, gaya, ये champion बनेगा और फिर relinquish करेगा, because it's going to go off. Because he was constantly trying to fix it, this is not a Bollywood film or any film that you can just do cut and then it'll be fine, right? It's going to take something. And again, I think Wade Barrett did a great job. Wade and the whole commentary team, when Cross came in for a spear and Balor moved and turnbuckle mein hit hua, and then it was like emotions. The whole speech of Balor came into fruition that he will play by emotions and he will get angry and he will lose, because it was after the slap. Balor slapped him and then he came in for a spear. So again, Cross has to do a lot of homework, because Balor had made this match look like gold. Like, okay, and
the problem with Cross is the problem with Cross matches is that it's not very, like, NXT has great wrestlers. Like, you can put any random people and they can deliver a super match.
Yes.
But it does not come with Cross. Like, you cannot attach that with Cross. Somewhere or the other, he breaks that flow of the match.
I think that is what he needs to be worked on. If he has to play the monster, he has to be like go Brock Lesnar mode, and I think Suplex City is very cool. Suplex City is very believable.
He needs his Batista bomb. He needs his pile driver.
Yes.
Slam. He needs something that.
Because when they hit it, we know, okay, we are close to the end. If not, this is not the end, we are very close to the end. Because with Sato Suplex, I don't feel like that. With the strap jacket, I don't feel like that. It's strap jacket is again, क्या नाम था उसका? Samoa Joe. He cannot do muscle buster, so he's doing the Kirifuda clutch.
Buster.
Come on. Muscle buster was so cool. Like, you knew that if it's hitting you, it is done. It is over. Bye bye. Tata.
It is done.
I love Balor in this match.
Even if you want to have a submission move, even if you want to have a submission for a monster heel, it should be like that, not a crossface.
No, yeah.
Like the one Roman Reigns does now.
Yeah. You choke. It should look brutal.
Choke your opponent.
You choke your opponent.
Your opponent should not tap out.
He should pass out. Exactly. No, even when coup de grace was hit, I knew that, okay, coup de grace lagega and he will take him into the strap jacket. I was like, if he passes out, they should not do like, nahi, title cannot change because the champion passed out. I don't want that bullshit to happen. But glad they did not take that angle. And again, I think there was one spot where I think they tried very hard, but purposely Balor had to let go of his submission, because he was very close and he was not able to come out, so he had to use his arm and do all that. It was like, Balor, you have to do so much for this match. Okay, now we are not going to talk about
Cross needs to train with some.
Yes, with the Adam Coles, with Kyle O'Reilly's too. Now the problem is you cannot have a squash match with Adam Cole. You cannot just go in and give two clotheslines and no. Then where he's Adam Cole, he has to hit you with the last shot. He has to hit you with a low blow. All of that has to happen, and then you have to overcome all of that. You have to be like Brock, like full waiting, and then hitting. I think Brock Lesnar is. I think I've found very good ideas. Brock Lesnar, Walter, and Cross needs to look up to these people. How to sell something. That, and not be too vulnerable. I think Cross is very vulnerable. I'm always of the perception कि कुछ हो गया इसको तो क्या होगा. If he's taking that step, what if he's giving something, इसको चोट ना लग जाए उस चक्कर में, and then like the match is gone. Because I think, chalo, I'll be very honest, it's like a fantasy to have such kind of a booking. Your wife or your girlfriend is your escort to the match, and you have been hyped as Doomsday, and there's so much theatrics happening. It's like perfect Velveteen Dream wala thing.
People know you're gonna win.
Yes, it is so cool. Usme, if you don't deliver in the match, it becomes a big disappointment, because then everything around you is great except you. So you need to build on that, because I think I loved Velveteen Dream.
Baylor built this match.
Yes, Baylor built this match. I think major credit goes to
Baylor too.
No, I was really on the fence, because I think the point where he hit the Pele kick, when he knew he was going to come for that fist to the neck, I don't know what to say. And then he hit the Pele kick, and I was like, okay, 1916 Sling Blade, lot of stuff, lot of booking done. But now you're going to forget everything that we spoke of, and we're going to focus on something that I will name it as pure gold. Unsanctioned match, Cole and Riley. Lot of stuff to see, sink in. 40 minutes, right? 40. These guys. First, I want you to tell me, how did you find this match?
Okay, I've noticed two things. First of all, this NXT main event was like a very AEW main event.
Okay.
On a good note.
On a good note.
AEW has that death match and all
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
AEW has that.
Yeah. And
Secondly,
it was.
I would. Second thing is that I'll recommend you to watch that match.
That
Kaylee
match,
Ray
na?
versus Tony Storm.
Which match?
Kaylee Ray versus Tony Storm.
Okay.
Kaylee Ray versus Tony Storm. I
Okay.
quit match.
Okay.
You should watch the ending. The ending reminded me of that match
Okay, I'll watch it.
because Tony Storm was tied to that chair and Kaylee Storm was coming onto her from all four turnbuckles till she said, "I quit." So it reminded me of that match.
Okay.
It was very good, very good. Like execution was phenomenal.
I think the internet wrestling community has named it as the match of the year till now. Whatever they have seen this year, this match,
Awesome.
it was they took it everywhere. It did not need a title ka zarurat nahi hai. Keep your titles with yourself. They can do much better stuff without a title on the line. If I complain, I'll just remove the complaints. Change their music. The entry music was very stupid. It's very generic. Give them proper music. It was. And Kyle O'Reilly needs to work on this air guitar. It used to look very cool when in UE, but not now. And Kyle O'Reilly needs to work on the hand raise thing. So the match was over, and the camera was panning. So I look at these things very in a very crazy way, OCD. So the camera was panning, and Kyle was waiting for the cameraman to be a bit that okay, is the camera there so that I can raise my hand. So Adam is very good in all of this. He knows what's going on. He's very alert, and he'll take his time and look. He'll do all drama, and then he'll do his pose, and he'll do all of that. That Kyle had to get used to, because he's the good guy, right? He's the energetic one. But okay, that goes out of the window. We are going to talk about a fantastic match. In the middle of match, the audience chanted, "We want tables." As brutal as they, I think it started very basic, but the thing I loved was they took it everywhere. A chain was linked in the rope that was there. They took it to the steel steps पे brainbuster हुआ. Table पे I think Adam got smashed to a table, to the announcement table. There was a chair outside जिस पे Adam Cole got he was sitting, and Kyle jumped on him. That was one. They took it to the ramp. वहाँ पे एक slam दिया that through the ramp. After that there was this, what do you call, in the ring last में, okay, low blows were there again. Very beautiful point. Adam, okay, there was this scene. I don't know if the referee was Indian or I don't know. I just felt that
he was brown.
He was brown. So when he got punched, the audience went like, "You deserve this." Do the ref. I was laughing. Adam pinned Kyle, and there was no ref. So you have that in your head as well. It's like no. So instead of having that Roddy entry and disqualifying a helping and someone, you knew that okay, maybe Cole would have won, but he didn't. He did not win. Some very good moments was.
I did not expect Kylie O'Reilly to win.
I did not expect as well, but I loved the kickouts. I loved the kickouts. I think last shot pe Adam Cole ka kickout, that was beautiful. I mean, it was very poetic. I was like, shit, it's over. it's over, and you have the last shot, and he's spinning and he kicks out. Then Riley a kick out on, and he's pulled in, and he just raises his shoulder, like he does not even kick out. He just raises his shoulder. I think this match was everything you want to see on a pay-per-view, everything you want to see on the last match, on the main event. In the main event match, it had so much good stuff. I wish Cole had won, but I am not.
It's very risky. It's very risky to have a non-title main event.
Yes, because people might not appreciate it, and people might think it was okay, shit could have been better. But
there should be a title. But nothing of that sort can go.
I think
we actually wanted this to be the main event.
Main event, and I think, okay, I just got reminded of this. All this match needed was a bit of blood. It could have straight away gone to Shawn Michaels versus Triple H back in the day, where they used to, a little bit of bleeding in this match. I don't see it's a thing of beauty right now, but what I feel that a little bit of bleeding in the middle of this match could have, because also the promo, the Prime Target video package, it ended with Adam Cole versus Riley unsanctioned in red. So I was like, it would be very cool if this match, you have that, you take the screen to black and white, you have both of them in red, and that it would look gory because AEW is doing all of that, but thumbtacks. I was waiting for that because the toolbox was out, right? I was thinking that okay, thumbtacks are there, but great. I think that chain thing was very smart. I think production.
I even wanted a Barbie to be there. Barbie would have been really good.
Lego pieces. Lego would have been crazy.
But I think one takeaway is that Kyle O'Reilly is definitely gonna be NXT champion.
Yes.
Definitely.
He's
going to be NXT champion, and I want him to defeat Cross and become the champion.
That would be.
I think he will.
That would be something very crazy to see. And I think a triple threat match, it can happen, but one-on-one, I don't know how he's going to do it. Like if he's going to win it, I have no idea.
Problem is Cross will not be able to carry on the match.
Yes.
The problem is there because Finn Balor has so much experience that he made the match smooth.
Yes.
But Kyle O'Reilly still he needs to learn. He's a very good wrestler, but to carry the match, he needs to learn. The same problem with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch and Charlotte difference you're getting me, na?
I mean,
Becky
like
Lynch.
To extend the match.
Cannot carry the.
Yeah, it's like John Cena mode. You enter that mode and then you have to hit, and then win. Simple. Like over here as well, if you see Cole was trash talking the entire time. He never stopped, and that, if you look closely, that was giving Riley the breathing room. Both of them took a lot of beating, but Cole was constantly bickering, so that Kyle can sit and even breathe, because next move is going to come, next something is going to come in. So I think both the wrestlers need to understand this thing, and this is classic frenemy angle. Friends turn enemy. They know each other a lot. They know what the other person is going to do. They know how to build their match, and I think experience works. Experience was talking. Everyone loved it.
Totally.
The way they sold every move.
Such a tough business.
Yeah, such a tough business, and
such a tough business
to get into, such a tough business to shine into, like the way they are doing. I think very good close. I think night two main event. Just I think this match, Walter versus Ciampa, I think these two matches were really, really amazing. I think
really.
I mean, I was.
Which was the match? If you have to put the match on the bottom, which one are you gonna put?
Match on the bottom. I will put this match, the title match, the tag team title match. I don't think
I would put the ladder match.
Escobar.
Ladder match kind of stole the thunder.
I feel definitely stuff could have been better, but again, I didn't want them to die in that match because दो लोग से कितना होगा? I have to understand that as well, right?
No.
Because remember the time of Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, 6 people in a ladder match when they have to get that thing, then people can do a lot of stuff. कोई 450 दे रहा है ऊपर से, कोई ladder के ऊपर
Plus we have Ricochet.
yeah, so anything,
We have Ricochet to sell everything.
So I think that Ricochet era, I loved that guy. Ricochet was so good. His matches with everyone, I love the so again, if you see, right, I think these are the points that Cross needs to learn. Cole will go to a Panama Sunrise first, फिर last shot, फिर something. It never ends. There is you always are thinking, what's next? It's very much like Orton has hit an RKO, and then achanak se he's going back, and then okay, punt. So he's like taking into that overdrive, then okay, now this. Cena as well, suplex nahi hua, roll up, dobara suplex nahi hua, छत पे I'm saying, turnbuckle पे लेके, then एक full on, फिर एक STF. I'm not bringing that thing in, that stupid move in, but I think this is how you build those characters that people will be. It's like a video game. Okay, he's Super Saiyan mode, that kind of a thing.
Like the Undertaker, you know the move by the stance of the wrestler.
Yes.
Cross does not have that.
Yes.
And Cross has been in the business for a long time. He's been in the business for a long time.
Very gifted. He needs to work on these things, because even Undertaker, I can tell you, I think in my life I would not have seen him apply triangular choke more than 20 times, because he used to use it like that. Edge is going to hit you with a spear. He has hit you with a spear, and then you're thinking he's going to pin and win. No, you have the triangular choke, and then audience goes.
That was the last resort.
Yes, it was the last resort, and then
that match with Edge. That match with Edge made me think Undertaker is gonna lose his streak.
Yes, it was so good.
He didn't. That match is like embossed in my brain.
For me, it was the Triple H match, जिसमें Triple H walked and Taker was down. He had a very stupid angle.
That came later.
That came later. Yeah.
He used to wrestle only at WrestleMania. But
yeah.
This time was like
full-fledged. Active wrestling. Agreed. So. So again, okay, we'll talk about this as well. So by the time you realize that people need to, like that, वो chair उल्टा था. Now Cole had to go and lie on that chair so that Riley can hit you, if that is the angle. Cole purposely went after that low blow. He purposely fell down and he went on that chair, but he did it with a lot of grace and a lot of thing. People understand that okay, this has to be done. There's no other go. This is not. There is only so much story you can tell. After that, you have to orchestrate these setups. You cannot do anything else about it. So the knees, I think Riley could have done better with the moveset. वो chain पे leg पे chain बांध के, and then whatever done was done. But I think
needs to learn, but he's good.
We cannot argue on the fact that he's good or not. But the fact is, I think I love Cole so much because he's done so much in and out. That super kick, that he waited, he wanted him to get up, and then it was full leg slap, super kick, chut, and then 1, 2, and then he kicks out. So I think finally I know what an unsanctioned match is, and an unsanctioned match then that can be so good is amazing. It's amazing to see.
And it was 40 minutes.
40 minutes,
if
yes.
You would have told me that the main event is going to be 40 minutes, I would have wanted to skip that, but because they were in this match, I can't. Like an NXT 40-minute match, I can.
Yes. And they knew it had to be long. They knew it had to be tiring, and they knew that whoever wins people should not be complaining about that man. Like, okay, this man won or that man no won. Okay, that was the last match. Roderick Strong Angle did not happen. After night 2, the scores stand at 6-5. Just one match is what I got a lead on. So the first NXT prediction match, I can say that
I did not care about.
Yes, the match I did not care about was the trump card for me. But we'll see how this thing goes on. When the next takeover happens, we'll do a prediction thing for that as well. Right now, we are going to talk a little bit about, because I think we have to talk only little bit about WrestleMania, because it's a 2-day fiasco that's happening. The matches which we actually care about. Okay, what are the matches that you actually care about at this WrestleMania?
We'll follow from Wikipedia. We'll
Okay.
just skip the match we don't care about. The first match, Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre.
To be honest, I want Bobby to win in a very heel fashion.
Even I want Bobby to win.
I
He
do.
should not lose his title sword.
Yes, I just feel that he's got into this great groove.
I did not want the Hart Dynasty to break up.
Yeah, that was so stupid by Vince. That was so stupid of a move. They're just going to do Drew winning again. Drew has won so many times. It's time for Drew to grow up. And I'm so sorry. Drew wants his moment that audience ke samne title uthana and all of that. And for that they're doing it again. So okay. Let's not run it down. Let's not write down. Saurabh, you pick. What is your match? I have very less interest this time in WrestleMania. I have very
Cesaro versus
yes, yeah, that is the match that I'm interested in, and Edge versus that is the match that I want to see, just because of storytelling there happening. So Cesaro versus Rollins, what do you think this match has to offer?
I personally want Cesaro to win because
Obviously.
he hasn't had a moment yet.
Yes,
He hasn't had a moment yet, and he deserves.
And he deserves the title. He deserves the goddamn title. Cesaro deserves it. Nakamura deserves it. These people have been like, oh my god, Cesaro तो बहुत पहले से रहा है बेचारा. He too deserves it. Like tomorrow he should win the title. He's so long due, and I think Seth is going to let him win. Seth is not going to care about that. Seth has reached a certain level now. He's going to sell the swing properly. Obviously, swing will hurt. He's going to do the swing thing, and he's going to let Cesaro win. And a great match. After a great match, Falcon Arrow hoga, Stomp hoga, बहुत कुछ होगा, jumps होगा, dives होगा, बहुत कुछ होगा.
It will be a very technical match because these are the two best wrestlers in the main roster. Two of the best wrestlers. Then we can talk about the main event for night 1. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
Bianca जीतेगी, I have no doubt.
Very historical. Very historical. Two black women.
Yes.
First time main eventing.
Not
two black women, two black individuals are main eventing.
Yes. Very historical. It'll be a good match. What I want to see is a lot of false finish. Not a lot of false finish, but a lot of back and forth pin attempts last में, which they will do.
They both are really good wrestlers. Sasha Banks.
No, I think that's going to happen. I think they could have been more smarter if they could have made it a babyface versus babyface thing. So they should not change stuff in the end. They could have been I'm better or you are better. Simple as that. There's no angle other than that can be better than that.
Earlier, and it started with that.
Yeah.
It started with that, but then they changed the angle and it was overbooked, I think. Why would they do this? Then Asuka versus Rhea Ripley, I personally want Asuka to win.
Same here. So, you know what? I was listening to Wrestle Talk. So, if Asuka wins, her losing streak will end at WrestleMania, and if her streak will continue. She's 1-0. Rhea Ripley is only 1-0. I mean, like losing 0-1 at WrestleMania. It will be 0-2. So someone's streak will continue. That is damn right. Someone's losing streak at WrestleMania will continue. I don't want Rhea to win. Very bad booking, very quick booking. कुछ भी नहीं किया.
And I don't think this match is gonna deliver because
I think even Asuka is not ready for Asuka. क्योंकि for the entire year she has been she's been thrown around.
So injured.
She has been injured रही है. She's been injured रही है. So champion रही. But she has been not utilized properly. No storyline. She's not defended.
You want to know a fact? The Raw Women's Championship is being defended after 6 months on a pay-per-view.
Wow. इतना ignored है women's division.
Yeah. Then this match, Fiend versus Randy Orton. I will watch this match. I don't care who wins.
Same. I Fiend is winning. That is so long duo वाला बात होगा.
I just watch it because of
Randy Orton, yeah. I want it to be cinematic. I want it to be cinematic because then it will be very interesting. I want to see Randy Orton versus Randy Orton. Black Randy Orton versus Randy.
They have done this earlier, that House of Mirrors match.
Yeah,
That was very awful.
And he had burned the house down, and in the end, Orton had burned the house down. Next
Riddle
what?
versus Sheamus. I want Sheamus to win.
Obviously.
Riddle versus Sheamus.
Yes, Sheamus should win.
Sheamus needs to win.
Bichara. I feel bad Nakamura is not there on the WrestleMania card. Shit, man. Next.
Next, women tag team champions. That division is a joke.
It's a joke. Seriously. I think if they had to take it to a next level, they should have made Bad Bunny.
You have
Bad Bunny as the main. That should have been the main event of WrestleMania. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison. That should have been the main event. God, you have?
I'm a big fan of Bad Bunny's music.
Oh,
but
nice.
I have stopped listening to his music. I've stopped listening to his music after he has come. I'm so pissed with that. That does not go together. Just because you make a song about Booker T does not make you have a match at this. There are so many talented people who need a match at this.
You think about this. Sami Zayn versus KO.
You've seen this match.
You have seen this match again and again. They're going to pull out something great. People are saying that KO will jump from the ship, from the pirate ship this time. Because
he might jump. My problem is Sami Zayn is such a good wrestler, and why is the main roster not projecting him
like that? Yes.
Projecting him as a.
His El Generico gimmick was great, right?
At the end of the day, he's a really good wrestler.
Yes. No matter what gimmick you put him into. What's next?
Then the main event.
Main event. I am expecting a very good story. You want?
I am expecting a Randy Orton versus Batista versus Daniel Bryan result to come again. I would love that.
Yeah. That is that.
And I will totally buy it.
I will totally buy it. But I don't think they're going to try and injure him in the middle. But I'm expecting a lot of Edge Spears, Bryan, Roman Spears, Edge. Bryan hits a running knee to Roman. That kind of stuff. I think it's going to be long guillotine mein koi hai, and then you have someone break that. Triple threat dynamic, full on triple threat dynamic. Unless do you think? But my question is, do you think who's going to tap out? Chalo, let's talk about this. Bryan is going to make someone tap out or pin.
Tapping out would be a very brave decision.
Yes. If brave, then who? If brave, then whom? Edge or Reigns?
If you're tapping someone out, you're either tapping a person who has a 95% winning record last year, or you're tapping out someone who is a returning veteran.
Yes.
In this case, I think
Very good.
WWE will take their chances. They'll take their chances on the veteran.
Yes. Edge is going to tap out, right? So, you and I agree that Batista did it last time. Batista did it last time. This time also, I think Edge is going to tap out. We will have a good long match. Romans को strong book रखेंगे लोग कि भाई Romans did not lose. Roman did not. Edge tapped out. Roman did not lose this thing, and then Roman can always chase the title and win it while cheating and whatever. That is next thing. But I think Debray is going to win. I will be very surprised if Roman retains, and I'll be happy surprised if that happens. To be honest, because I will then feel that
This time, if Roman wins at WrestleMania, I'll be
because
Soon
then
I'll be happy.
I would actually feel that WWE has the balls to take these tough decisions, because this time it is very difficult to make Roman win, and if they make him win clean, like that would be amazing, like spear and then 1 2 3 and Roman Reigns retains. That will be a shocker, and then Big Dog and whatever head of the table closing the show. That will be a big shocker, and people can actually take him as a heel character, like heel character who has really done it. Okay, Jey Uso is going to come in, right? No matter what you say, Jey Uso is going to be a part of this match.
Yeah. The amount of matches he has been in, he's going to be a part of this.
He just won the
I'm just thinking, Edge is pretty much invisible in this feud. Edge, like the build-up of Royal Rumble should have projected Edge
yes,
as the person
Yes.
who should have gone and won it. But Edge versus Roman Reigns would have been not even a 5-minute match.
yeah, and no. So the interesting piece is Edge has to play the rated R thing right now, because that is the most interesting Edge can get in this dynamic. If Edge does not try to cheat, if Edge does not try to bring a steel chair in, now I think that is the gimmick. If Edge tries to be very plain, it will not be fun. Edge needs to do something so that
And you remember the Face Edge WrestleMania match with Jericho? It was so.
Yes,
Edge was face and Jericho was the heavyweight champion, heel champion.
and I loved the fact that Edge was not able to hit a spear. It was booked as that, right? Spear. That one word, spear. Throughout the match, Edge was never able to hit a spear, and Jericho won. Right? Jericho had won that match.
That match did not work. The match did not work. Edge as a face does not work.
I loved it
Does not
because
exist
I loved
by
it because I was not expecting this thing to happen. That okay, Edge will not be able to hit. I was like, ये तो होना ही है. But Edge was not able to hit a spear throughout the match. Every time कुछ ना कुछ होके, he gave a code breaker on that. So I would have I'm thinking कि in the near future they're going to do this. Someone will have the money in the bank, and they will have a triple threat thing, and he will cash in to make a fatal 4-way, because they have already done the heist of the century. I loved the heist of the century, by the way. It was beautiful to do it. Seth did a great job. It's a very good memory, and Michael Cole screaming heist of the century. I love that the scene, and the belt, the rotating the belt like that. It was crazy. And again, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Usme karna was very, very cool. So yes, WrestleMania is back in business, and 2 days. It's going to be crazy. I don't know how I'm going to wake up, but I will have to wake up to see something. नहीं तो highlights तो available हैं ही. Thank you so much, Saurabh. बहुत मजा आया. I hope you too had a great time. I did. Thank you so much, people who have been watching. I think we have crossed 1 hour. Beautiful. So we'll be putting this video on. Stay tuned for. You have seen us. You know us now. We are more NXT guys. We're going to talk more about NXT stuff. We're going to bring in something that you guys missed to observe, and we guys love to observe in our upcoming videos. Thank you so much, Saurabh. Saurabh, any closing notes?
Thank you. NXT is over, but I don't think the WrestleMania will be able to keep the tempo of the next week.
Yes.
But let's see. Let's see. But
I think few matches will shine in bits and pieces, and I would love WrestleMania if Roman
That
Reigns
they
wins
should
and
shine.
Bobby wins. If Bobby,
that would be awesome.
it will be awesome if Bobby spears the shit out
Bobby
of
should win.
Drew McIntyre.
Bobby needs to win. I won't be able to take it if Drew wins this time.
Awesome. That is all for this time. Stay tuned. So subscribe to Podcast Out of Nowhere. We have a ton of content coming in. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.